Hey, how's your week going so far? I hope it's going really, really well and everything is going well with you. Downsizing. Should you do it? When is the right time? Clifton Quayle, eXp Realty. I've been opening the door to the future since 2007. Hit the like button and subscribe and join me for these important conversations that we have each and every week. Now, downsizing. We have people in our lives, whenever they see something happen, maybe we're getting older, maybe a spouse has passed away, maybe we're having trouble with our lawn or with snow removal. There's different things, but we have people in our lives that are going to come into our lives and say, hey, guess what? You should downsize. We really think you need to do this and do this and do this. They are well-intentioned, but here are some key factors that you need to consider before you do. First and foremost, financially, how is this going to impact me financially? If I sell my home and I go to buy something else, then am I going to have enough money financially? Okay, a lot of times we're thinking about let's go condo, let's go townhouse, but you need to consider different condos and townhouses have monthly condo fees, and they vary depending on the building you're going into. You also have with townhouses, they have a condo fee potentially and also a lawn care, snow removal fee that you have to pay, as well as others. So you need to consider those things. There's even property taxes for these places, even though you have little or maybe no land. So you need to know what the lot fees are going to be, what the condo fees are going to be, so that you can calculate what your monthly fees are going to be, even though you're moving into that type of situation and there's little or no land. Also, my lifestyle. What is my lifestyle? Am I going to have enough room if I buy a certain place for my hobbies, for my crafts, for things that I do? If I have the grandkids over on a regular basis, do I have enough space for them to come and enjoy the visit? So those are things you need to consider as well. How about location and convenience? I know for me, I live out of town. The road is good into town and everything, but if I was going to downsize like so many other people, am I going to be close to grocery stores? Am I going to be close to my healthcare facility? Am I going to be able to maybe take a bus or take a taxi if I need to as I age and I'm not going to be able to drive as much? Especially if you don't have family around, that's another consideration you need to take into account. Accessibility and future planning. Okay, maybe you live in a split entry, a 2-story, maybe you've got a number of stairs that you have to navigate to get in and out of your home. Maybe there is lawn care. There's other factors that you need to consider. Now, for lawn care and snow removal, in some cases you can hire it out. Sometimes you can't. So if that's your situation, that's a factor. The other thing is single level living. As I age, am I going to be able to, not want to navigate stairs or have to deal with that? So you need to consider that factor as well. Accessibility, being able to get in and out of my home that I purchased comfortably. Then, this is the big one. Am I emotionally ready? I've had clients who decide to sell their home and they did too early. Now, I have this conversation with them and I listen to them, and I have told a couple of people, you're not ready. One case, a person lost their spouse. She was in tears. She ended up calling me. Well, actually, her sister called to talk to me, to talk to her. And whenever I talked to her, I said, look, I need to talk to your sister. My response to the sister was, your sister is not ready to sell. Well, lo and behold, I went on vacation for 3 weeks over Christmas. I get back in January and this lady called me and said, Cliff, I made the biggest mistake of my life. I sold my house and I moved into an area in the first house that was available. Okay? And I'm regretting it. Fortunately, I was able to list her house a little higher, and she was able to break pretty much even when she sold it, and she was able to move into the area which she wanted in the first place, was over an hour away from where she ended up purchasing. Okay? So now she's settled, now she's content. So you got to be careful you're not rushed into it and you're emotionally ready, that you've broken the ties or the idea of this is my house. I'm ready now to pass this house on to somebody else to make it their home. I'm ready to move, that I know I need to make this decision now, not later whenever I'm forced to do it. But the bottom line is you have made it clear in your mind, whether as a single person or as a couple, that, hey, I am absolutely ready to make this move. I had a client who waited 2 or 3 years to make the move. And when she did, she said, I'm ready. She's in her new spot and she's loving it. So you need to take into consideration these key factors when you're looking at downsizing. Are you ready? Am I ready to make this decision? Because you know what? It's a very, very important decision that's going to impact you for a long period of time. And you need to be on the wise side of it, not have everybody bombard you or make the decision for the wrong reasons. Clifton Quayle, eXp Realty, God bless. I hope you have a great week. Take care, and we'll chat again soon.